Imagine walking through the Italian countryside and suddenly finding a small stone house. Nothing unusual until someone tells you it once stood hundreds of miles away in another country, across an entire sea. No modern machines, no cranes, no roads capable of carrying it, and according to tradition, no builders. Just one morning, it was there. Impossible? Perhaps. But for more than 7 centuries, millions of pilgrims have come to Loreto asking the same question. Not whether the house is sacred, but how it arrived there in the first place. Tonight, we investigate one of Christianity's most extraordinary architectural mysteries. Because if history is correct, someone or something moved an entire house. According to centuries of tradition, the small stone building preserved in Loreto is no ordinary house. It is believed to be the home where Mary lived in Nazareth, the place where, according to the Gospel of Luke, the angel Gabriel announced that she would become the mother of Jesus. For centuries, that house stood in the Holy Land. Then, at the end of the 13th century, it disappeared, not stone by stone, not after years of reconstruction. According to medieval accounts, it appeared first in Dalmatia and later in Loreto, Italy. The explanation offered by tradition was extraordinary. Angels had carried it across the sea for generations. That was the story pilgrims believed. But history would eventually ask a different question. Could there be another explanation? Centuries later, researchers began studying the house itself. The stones became the first witnesses. Surprisingly, they did not resemble the local building materials of central Italy. Several investigations concluded that many of the stones were consistent with limestone commonly found in the region of Nazareth. Even more intriguing, the mortar showed characteristics unlike those typically used in medieval Italy. Then came another unexpected observation. The walls appeared to have been built directly on the ground, without traditional foundations, as if they had been placed there rather than constructed there. These findings did not prove the miraculous tradition, but they did raise new questions. If the house truly originated elsewhere, who moved it and how? Historians eventually proposed another possibility. Perhaps the house had never flown through the sky. Some researchers pointed to a powerful Byzantine family whose name was Angeli. Historical documents suggest that members of this family were involved in transporting sacred materials from the Holy Land after the Crusades. Could the legend of angels carrying the house have grown from the name Angeli? It is an intriguing theory, one that many historians continue to discuss. Yet, the theory also raises difficult questions. Transporting an entire stone structure across the Mediterranean in the 13th century would have been an enormous engineering challenge. If it happened, how was it done? No complete historical record has answered that question. Today, pilgrims continue arriving in Loreto from every corner of the world. Some come because they believe, others come because they are curious. Archaeologists continue studying the structure. Historians continue debating its journey. Theologians continue reflecting on its meaning. Few places unite history, archaeology, tradition, and mystery as powerfully as this small stone house. And perhaps that is why the debate has never ended. Not because everyone agrees, but because every answer seems to create another question. So, who moved the House of Loreto? Angels? Crusaders? The Angeli family? Or is part of the story still missing? History offers clues. Archaeology provides evidence. Tradition preserves belief. None of them completely silence the others. Perhaps that is why this house has fascinated generations for more than 700 years. Because the greatest mystery may not be where it came from, but why it continues to challenge everyone who studies it. Some mysteries survive because no one investigates them. This one survives because so many people have. And still, one simple question remains: who moved it? If you enjoyed this investigation, welcome to Divine Eternal Stories. Every week we explore the greatest mysteries of Christian history through historical records, archaeology, science, and faith, always inviting you to think before reaching your own conclusions. Subscribe and join us for the next investigation. Imagine opening a tomb, centuries after burial, and discovering a body that should have returned to dust, yet somehow remains astonishingly preserved. Not one case, many. Next time, we'll investigate one of Christianity's most debated mysteries, the incorruptible saints. Why did some bodies refuse to decay? And what can history and science actually tell us?